Ladies and gentlemen, the year 3 start, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go. We have a front row lockout with Theo Pourchaire and Daniel Ricciardo. Don't be fools. Valtteri Bottas is now in second. He overtakes Daniel Ricciardo. Ricciardo, not a great start. But last of the late breakers, Daniel Ricciardo. He's not going to give up that position. Holy shit, he's flying. So the fans said, you got to let them fight, Johnny. All right, I'm going to let them fight. We got a 1-2 right now for Theo Pourchaire and Daniel Ricciardo. I kind of want to tell them to just chill out, but we got to leave these guys behind, right? So with our new Red Bull engine, we should be able to pull away real quickly. Look at that. We're already gapping Tsunoda and Verstappen, but Bottas and the Aston Martin becoming a problem. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's ease on into this. Problem is, once DRS kicks in, these guys are going to just be dancing with one another the entire time. Don't want to overheat anything, but we do want to try to pull away from Valtteri Bottas. So we are going to let them push, all right? The new Red Bull engine. Now, it's not that hot of a day. We are in the middle of the desert, Bahrain, but it's at night. So we should be okay. Daniel Ricciardo's got the slipstream. He is right behind him, man. He's not letting him go. Not letting him go. Although Daniel's tires are beginning to overheat. I think they're going to turn yellow right now once. Yeah. Daniel, bring it back down, buddy. Bring it back down. We got to have 2 different strategies, all right? You are allowed to battle. Same thing with you, Theo. Bring it back down. Now, you're in front, so you can just keep it right there. But we don't need to overheat our tires. I don't want to have to pit and get through traffic, all right? So, look at these 2. Look at these 2. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Daniel Ricciardo with the slipstream. He's going. He ain't listening to me. All right, there you go. Both of you attack. They ain't listening. They ain't listening. DRS is enabled. Daniel Ricciardo, he's setting up the DRS. He's got it. There's the DRS to... For God's sakes, you fools! They're freaking warping into one another. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo now. Ricciardo with the DRS open. He's got the slipstream. He pulls out down the middle, down the inside. Will he late break? Yes, he does. And Daniel Ricciardo into first. And man, can I tell them to ease up a little bit? Oh my God, it's going to be like this over and over again. You guys are overheating everything. You're overheating everything, man. We got to calm it down. The cars from behind, we're going to be squabbling, keeping these cars in contention, right? We got to work together, but the fans said no. No papaya rules here today. Let them battle. Oh, DRS after DRS. This is going to... Although the DRS is helping us pull away from both... Oh, Jesus! Oh, my God. And Theo Pourchaire with a beautiful move. Get ready to have your friggin' heart attack now, 2BCR fans. These 2 guys, so even in qualifying and now battling away. All right, so I'm done with my battery now. Battery has been cooked, so we're going to go back into top. Look at Daniel. Daniel's coming back on you. Daniel's coming back around the outside. Daniel Ricciardo with the DRS gets a move done again. And he got the DRS, and he's ahead of him. Jeez, man. Still Valtteri Bottas hanging out behind, so we definitely want to bring it back down. All right, that's enough fuel. That's enough everything. You guys have had your push, and you're still right there with one another. There's nothing I can do. They're going to overheat everything. They are going to overheat everything. Here he goes again. Here he goes again. Holy shit, man. Oh! Daniel Ricciardo keeps it around the outside. This is crazy. They're going to crash, guys. They're going to crash unless I step in and do... Oh, I can't step in. You got to let them do it. I'll step in after they crash. I got to just let this happen, man. Look at this. Penultimate corner. There goes Theo Pourchaire. He's going to set up the DRS right here. I don't mind them battling, but things are overheating. And look, Bottas is right behind. We have a 90%... Bottas is pushing those tires like his life depends on it. He is doing everything in his power to keep us within reach, man. We have an 11% offset in 4 laps. So not only are we faster, but we got such a tire advantage that it's just compounding problems for the other teams, man. Here we go, Daniel Ricciardo once again. Gonna get a nice view of his driver cam. Here you go. This is what Daniel Ricciardo's looking at. Whoa, 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 Bottas! Bottas! No way, Valtteri Bottas pushing it down the inside, trying to get the overtake done. Bottas is no joke right now. He is definitely pushing everything, so I don't have to worry about this. Let them push. Alrighty. Nice. Way to go there, Daniel. The reason I think Bottas is catching is because I'm not using fuel and I'm not using battery, so he's probably pushing. And he's in the DRS. Let's see. Yeah, look how I pull away, man. That Red Bull engine against the Mercedes. The acceleration is crazy. And I have a DRS. Theo Porcher was almost able to pull away, man. Yeah, Bottas is right there. All right, so good luck, boys. Just let Valtteri, I can watch this from Valtteri Bottas' perspective. Yuki Tsunoda in 4th, Max Verstappen in 5th, and 2BCR continuing just to change positions with one another. There's the DRS again for Daniel Ricciardo. There's the defense by Theo Porcher. Down into turn 1. Daniel Ricciardo around the outside gets the move done. Who's got DRS this time now? It's Daniel. Oh, shit. Daniel Ricciardo's got it. Theo trying to dive bomb, can't do it. Remember, Theo doesn't have the greatest overtaking or defending. This is what I mean. I think Theo's got the pace, but when it gets into these situations, I think Daniel's going to have an easy time overtaking him, and I think Theo's going to have a hard time overtaking Daniel. When he's got the obvious DRS, it'll work, like maybe right here, but Daniel just closed that door off. Just close it off, and then Theo is behind him, just overheating everything, right? So I'm letting them race. Not going to give one of them the advantage here, ladies and gentlemen. Watch again. Theo around the outside. Daniel just defending. Look, defend. Look, Daniel sends him wide. See what I mean? Daniel can defend. This is going to get... But then the DRS is so overpowered. Boom. I think Daniel set it up so now he's got the DRS right here. Did Daniel get the DRS? Yes, he did. Daniel's playing games right now. Slowing down to get the DRS detection point, then taking off into the distance. What's going on here, Theo? Both drivers. Daniel is cooking. Daniel is feeling good. Out of both drivers, Daniel is peak confidence right now, meaning that his accuracy is 100. Oh, yeah. Theo Porcher's confidence, it's good. It's very high, but this Daniel is feeling good right now. He defends again, right? Yeah! Every time Theo goes for an overtake and Daniel defends it, his driver confidence goes down while Daniel's goes up. This is what I mean. Racecraft, it goes in the direction of the Honey Badger. The qualifying pace is Theo Porcher, but this is where Daniel's stats now come alive. The only place that Theo can get this move done is down the main straight. There it is. Daniel goes for the defense down the inside. I think Daniel got the DRS again. He did! He's going for the overtake. Daniel Ricciardo. He is unbelievable! Daniel Ricciardo cannot be stopped, man. Look at him go. Unbelievable racecraft by Daniel Ricciardo. Jesus. How many overtakes is he getting? So, I mean, I could intervene. I could make it so that they don't battle like this, but you guys wanted it. And we're starting to gap Valtteri Bottas now. Valtteri Bottas is 1.6 seconds behind the two BCR cars, right? So, is he going to try to push to get back within DRS range? I don't know. But this is where... Like, he can try, he can use his stats, and he can use his car, and he can use the DRS and the fuel and all that, but this is where our car just naturally takes off. Yeah, Bottas is pushing again, because he just gapped the Red Bull. Bottas is giving everything to stay with us, and we're just coasting. There goes Daniel again. Every time Theo gets a move done, Daniel just takes it right back. This is crazy. They're going to crash, man. They are 100% going to crash if this happens for the entire race. I mean, they're going to get split up at the first pit stop, and I got to give the first pit stop to whoever's in first. So they're just bad. Look, there goes Theo, gets the move done. Nice job, Theo. Daniel's, and now Theo is now cooking. That overtake got him to peak. Daniel, you got to stop him from getting peak. Here comes Daniel now. Oh, my God. Down into the penultimate corner. Daniel doesn't go around the outside. He's smart. He waits to set it up. Now Daniel gets the DRS all the way. Gets that move done. Theo is now not peak anymore. Yeah, Daniel Ricciardo. The racecraft is really helping him out. Here comes Theo back. Daniel defends it. That's a minus, right? What happened to Bottas? Yuki Tsunoda caught up. Here come the Red Bulls. They've been conserving. And because we are battling, I am not getting the most pace out of both of these cars, right? I could easily have Daniel setting the pace out in front, Theo Porcher behind, saving everything. Then when Daniel's low on fuel, low on battery, I could switch positions, use Porcher to pull Daniel around while he charges everything. But because we're battling, we're actually squabbling and giving the cars behind us a chance to get back in this, right? So, you guys don't want papaya rules. This is what happens. All the other teams are enjoying what we're going to do, man. Bottas has really dropped off. Porcher trying to get the move done. I think he got DRS, but Daniel defends, man. And every time he defends, he pushes Theo further back into the grips of the Red Bull. Daniel is just defending like a lion out on front. All right, so... Yeah, we are going to... not yet. I have battery saved up now. I was thinking about let's use some battery and pull away from these guys, but honest to God, Let's just continue saving our battery. Yeah, let's just continue saving. Tell them to stop fighting for now. Let them fight again when they pull away from the rest of the group. I can't. It's 1-2, man. The fans aren't going to like that. Fans aren't going to like that. This is the first race of the year. If they can prove to fight and not crash into one another, I got to let them go. But another problem that's happening, because they keep on switching, they keep on overheating their tires. Like Theo Pourchaire is battling now with tires that are overheating. So the other drivers, they're catching up in that quality, right? Because we're burning while the other teams are conserving behind us. Remember all the strategies in the previous races we used to do where we would conserve our tires and everything? That's what the other teams are doing to us now. They're conserving their tires, they're conserving their battery, and they're using our slipstreams to pull themselves around, right? We're now leading the pack. That's just the way it is. All right, so Theo Pourchaire is out on front. Daniel, are you still peaked? Daniel's lost his peak. Theo is peaked now. God damn, man. I don't know what to make of this. What kind of gap do we have? We're going to need 20 seconds to get a pit stop in. Right now, if we were to pit, we'd come out in like 17th or 18th. So it ain't there just yet. Definitely not there just yet. Here comes Daniel. Another overtake. He's going to set it up with the DRS in the next zone. He got the DRS. Oh, that's the perfect move. Oh, my God. Daniel might have gapped him. Daniel might have gapped him here because he's got DRS. Daniel might be gone. Daniel, we might have our separation. We might have a separation. The second 1.1 for Daniel. He is gone now, man. Go, Daniel. Go into the distance now, my man. Unless Theo Pourchaire gets a slipstream and brings him back, Daniel Ricciardo on the same strategy. He can now go off into the distance, 1.2 ahead. Although, and now Theo's under threat from the Red Bull from behind. Yep, 0.9. He's back. He is back. Daniel, can you get away from this? Can you get away from this? Oh man. Oh man. I think Theo brought it back. Did Theo get himself a DRS here? He needs one. He did. Theo Pourchaire did enough to bring it back. We got a yellow flag. Looks like someone spun. Might have been Logan Sargent.
We've got a yellow flag.
Logan Sargent spinning on turn 11, ladies and gentlemen. I saw it in the mini-map. Just a long left-hander going uphill, and he loses the rear. Nice oversteer right there. Good job, Logan Sargent. Way to ruin 2021 for Lewis Hamilton, you dickhead. Or was that Nicholas Latifi? It's one of those goofs that raced for 1 year and never came back. Theo Pourchaire still in second. The Red Bull, the Aston still behind. But Max Verstappen, 7 seconds off the gap. We definitely left Max away from the DRS train, which is good. But if we work together, here, we could have done a much better job of pulling away from the DRS train. Well, though, no papaya rules. So here we go again. Theo battling. It was Latifi, Johnny. Accurate to real life. There goes Theo Pourchaire. He's going to get the move done nice and early. That's going to give Daniel Ricciardo DRS on this side. If you guys are going to get moves done like that, nice and slick, that's good. All right, so our batteries are full now. So we're going to go back to using our battery. Not going to deploy it, but I'm going to deploy it after the pit stop, all right? Then we'll pull away from everybody. For right now, it's fine, because I don't want to deploy it and bring these guys further up the grid. I want to deploy it when I know I got clean air and I got nobody behind me, all right? So there goes Daniel Ricciardo. Oh, man, overtake. This is a rough corner for an overtake. There you go, Theo. Nice defense, my man. Theo Pourchaire just defended that one with his low defending stats. Theo is now cooking as well. Here comes Daniel Ricciardo. So we got a lot of this going on. I kind of want to watch it because if a crash happens, I want to see it live, man. Let's see again. Daniel Ricciardo, the old switcheroo. He gets the DRS. Pourchaire blocks him, though. Daniel should be able to fight back right down here, down the inside. Look at the Red Bull now. The Red Bull is flying. Yuki Tsunoda, 56%. Bottas is down to 46. No point in pushing these tires yet. What's the gap that we have? Leader. All right, so we are finally starting to get to a point where we might be able to pit and come out on front of George Russell. We come out on front of George Russell, everything is good, all right? So, yeah, whoever it is. So what is hang on a second. What is the loss in the pit lane? 23 seconds. So once I'm 24 seconds ahead of George Russell, I'll be coming into the pits, ladies and gentlemen, somewhere around there, okay? And if I don't get there, these guys will just go into the pit and I won't have to, what's it called, deal with any of that. There's the overtake. Man, nice job by Daniel. In first, got the DRS. Theo Pourchaire might be under attack here from Yuki Tsunoda. No, he does not. Daniel is doing a great job getting the DRS right at the right time. He's like in first and he gets it. And then Theo gets it back. There you go. All right, so how much? We're 20 seconds ahead of George Russell. Got it. Very nice. Want that pit stop. Daniel. You know what, Daniel? If you stay ahead here, buddy, I'm going to give you priority. Whoever comes out of this on front, I'm giving them priority, all right? Here comes Theo Pourchaire, because we're right there now. I can get 4 seconds. Here comes Theo Pourchaire. Move down the inside, and no. All right, Daniel, go. Daniel, go. I'm giving full push to Daniel.
Overtake available.
All right. I'm giving... Okay, so Pourchaire, do not fight teammate. All right, we are in the pit window. There is no fighting in the pit window. Daniel comes out on front of the first stint. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to push Daniel so that he can get that gap over George Russell at 24 seconds. The second that it's at 24 seconds, Ricciardo into the pits, Pourchaire into the pits the next lap, all right? Then Pourchaire will have the extra energy to utilize after that. And we're going to try to leave these guys behind now, all right? So Daniel is using the battery. Still pulling Pourchaire ahead with the DRS, but he shouldn't be under attack now. Fastest lap for Daniel Ricciardo with a 36.5. Let's go. Bottas into the pits. So, let's see where Valtteri Bottas comes out, right? This is why I don't want to go into the pits just yet. Bottas pushed his tires early. Clean pit stop by the Aston Martin pit crew. Nice job. But look at this. Look at all the traffic that's on its way, man. Look at this. You can see it on the right side. There goes a Ferrari. There goes a Mercedes. Another Mercedes. Here comes 2 more cars. Look at the track. Bottas is back down into 13th. It might even get worse for him here. It might even get worse for him. Oh, my God. He pit into that shit with soft tire. Bullies his way. Loses time. Stops everyone at the corner. All right, there you go. There goes Bottas. All right, he pit it with soft tires into traffic. That's always a great idea. My God. Daniel Ricciardo doing good. Stay a second ahead. Pourchaire. All right, Pourchaire. Now it's time for you to start pushing because we're going to lose track position in this. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Red Bull. Yuki Tsunoda. Dive bombing on Theo Pourchaire, and he gets the move done. All right, so without the DRS, the Red Bull was fast enough to catch up. I'm going to pull away the next lap. Don't worry. Going to pull away the next lap. What do we got? 24 seconds. All right, Daniel, you're in, buddy. All right, so if I pit right now, I'm going to come out in 9th. Let me just make sure. 9th. Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there. Daniel, you're good. Into the pits right now, buddy. We're going to quick pit stop, all right? 17 laps. That's good. Soft tires. Get it going. All right? Normally, when you're in first, you don't want to do this, but I'm giving priority, and I'm trusting my pit crew, all right? There you go, Daniel.
Box.
All right, now, we want to get by this guy. We want to go. We want to get by this guy. We want to go, Theo. All right, Daniel, don't you dare screw up Daniel Ricciardo's freaking pit stop. Not like 2018 in Monaco, all right? Have the tires ready, you goofballs. Here we go. 2BCR. First pit stop of the day. Bang. Bang. Thank you. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. 2.5 seconds for Daniel. And now, does he come out ahead of George Russell? He should. He should come out ahead of him. To the end of the pit lane. There goes a McLaren. Second McLaren on its way. Probably get by us. Are you telling me we're going to get ahead of McLaren? No way. No way. No way. Daniel Ricciardo ahead of a McLaren. Hamilton. Yeah, buddy. All right, now push. Push, Daniel. Get those tires up to speed. All right. Pourchaire. All right, so, Pourchaire is in next now. All right, Pourchaire is in next. Soft tires, exact same strategy. I got myself the gap that I need now, all right? So, get it done, Theo. Yeah, Theo's got a 24, 23, 23. He might not get by Lando Norris, but that's okay. Lando should be coming in soon at 49%, and I'll get a DRS push. All right, that's enough. That's enough using your battery. That's enough fuel. And that's enough of your tires. All right, Ricciardo, you're doing your thing, all right? Ricciardo's got to get by Piastri. Here comes Theo Pourchaire into the pits. All right, Piastri, 37% will easily get by that. I am worried about Lando Norris and Theo Pourchaire. Maybe I should have stayed out an extra lap, but that would be splitting the strategies. I can't be cheap like that, all right? Into the pits. No problem. Theo, no problem. That's why I overworked them in the freaking month. That's why I overworked them. They worked for 90 days straight. Look at them. They're beasts. There goes Daniel down the pit straight. He's going to pass Theo Pourchaire, the undercut. And there's Daniel into the distance now, right? Here comes Theo. Theo gets out on front of Lando Norris. What a beautiful job by the pit crew. Now, this is where Theo can make the ground back up to Daniel, right? Now I use Theo's fuel and his battery that he has extra because Daniel used his first. And we'll get the fuel the same, we'll get the tires up to temperature, and we'll use his battery and see how far behind Daniel that he actually is. It's only 3.7 seconds behind. Here comes the push.
39 laps remaining after
39 laps remaining. There's the push. Don't have much battery left, and that's about where I stopped with Daniel. It was right around here that I took it back. There it is. Little bit more fuel, 2.8. There you go, all right? So I was even for both of them. You can see Pourchaire is going to have a little bit of a tire advantage just because Ricciardo went in first. Their fuel's identical. Their battery's identical. Theo Pourchaire's got to conserve some battery, so you know what we're going to do? Both of our drivers, conserve your battery. Build it back up again, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Now we know what this race is all about, right? We are out on front. No more DRS pulling these guys from behind. We can just race our race. Now, the question is, can Theo Pourchaire reel Daniel Ricciardo in at all? All the other teams are doing their pit stops. There's Gasly behind us. Let's see the tire wear. Gasly is on fresh softs. Tsunoda is on medium tires, so he's going to be able to go longer here. Let's see what some of the last laps are. We're doing 36.3s, 36.5s. Gasly did a 34.9, so they're definitely going faster than us. But remember, they're pushing like crazy to keep up with us, right? I am not worried at all about pushing. I am back to conserving my tires, conserving my fuel, getting everything under control so that inevitably when we have to go racing again, I will be ready for it, all right? Kick, are we still here? I had that stupid shit pop up on my screen again. YouTube, Kick, Twitch, are we all still here? I hope we are good. So Daniel Ricciardo leading out on front, doing 35.9, 36s. Yeah, we're up there, but now the other teams have to slow down. We have a nice gap over Gasly. Here's the interval if you want to see Gasly's time. He's 9.8 seconds behind, 9.9, 10 seconds behind. Fastest lap for Valtteri Bottas, but that doesn't matter, man. We are looking good, ladies and gentlemen. So I could just keep the cars like this right now. Gasly fastest lap. That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Gasly's on what? Soft tires? Yeah, but look, he's already burned through them to catch up to us, right? So now he's down to 70. We got the tire advantage. We're going to have a full battery as well. The question that I'm seeing here is the problem. Theo Pourchaire, I think, is naturally faster than Daniel Ricciardo, which means he's going to reel him in, and he's got a tire advantage. And then they're going to start battling again. Come on, Daniel. Get out there. All right. So let's see here. I want to pit again. When do I need to pit for? Let me just do a strategy take here, okay? So if I was Daniel Ricciardo, we're going to be switching to the mediums to end this race. Let's go medium tire. All right, let's say I wanted to push on the mediums. How many could I could literally probably lap 30. Lap 30, I could pit if I need to. So, you know what? Yep, all right, you two. We're driving for the Drivers' Championship for the rest of this stint, because all I got to get to lap 30, and I can get, you are going to be able to push the shit out of this car, all right? Both of them, the same engine, the same battery, you guys are both allowed to push. We're going to see who's fastest, all right? No more conserving. Give me qualifying pace. We're going to see who the faster driver is, and then I'll switch to medium tires and just take it to the end, all right? Johnny, turn fight teammate off. You're right. You guys got to remind me about that. I only wanted that on for the pit stop. That was it. I didn't need them battling for the pit. I wanted to make sure that I got out ahead of George Russell. In fact, I got ahead of the two McLarens. So I think the drivers can accept that. I think that's a pretty good strategy for all of us, right? Like, let's let them fight throughout the first stint. And then when it's like within a lap or two of pitting, you hold your position. And then as soon as the pit stop's done, you can go back into fighting. So that's what we're going to do between these two guys. It's not full papaya rules. It's only papaya rules during the pit windows, all right? They can fight through the rest of it. So if I'm going to be pitting early, Yuki Tsunoda is going to have track position on me. That's all right. Yeah, we're so fast. We are so fast. I don't have to worry about anything here. This is really just down between Daniel Ricciardo and Theo Pourchaire, man. Oh, that's good for Daniel. I think Theo just got held up in a corner by a back marker, Logan Sargent. He is 2.3 seconds behind is Theo. All right, so I'm at lap 33. I mean, both their tires are wearing down equally, 2.2. If Pourchaire gets within like a second, gets really close, I'm going to pit. You know what? Because then his tires are going to be shit. I'm going to pit this lap. I'm pitting this lap. 34, that's good enough. Let's keep it going, man. Let's get on those mediums right away, Daniel. All right, okay, so Daniel's going to go in first. Going to keep those tires cooking, and then Theo's going to go in second. Next stop, Theo first. No. You don't stop the guy behind first. You give the... Whoever stops first, Jonesu, has the advantage. Daniel earned the advantage in the first stint by being in first before the first pit stop. That's the rule we're going to go with, okay? And the next lap, it's going to be Theo on those medium tires, all right? Don't screw this up. The pits... Oh, my God. If the pit crew cost Daniel a race, come on. Banger! 2.33. 3, baby! Yes! Nice job, boyos. Nice freaking job. All right, so that is going to put Daniel into some traffic. That's all right. Theo's going to have to deal with it as well. There goes the Red Bull. All right, so now if a red flag happened, oh, it would really suck. You know, maybe that's the fastest team. I should be on a medium tire there in the second stint so I can just decide when I want to go into the first. But that's all right. So let's try to get Daniel Ricciardo by as quick as possible. I've already set him to pit, right? Yeah, I've set Theo Pourchaire to pit. He's going to be in next lap. All right, Daniel, get your tires up. Get your tires up. Next up, we got Gasly, and we got, yeah, no freaking, what's it called? No life in those tires compared to Daniel. I just don't want to lose too much time here, Daniel. All right, so just build your tires up. In fact, this Red Bull is going to help me get my tires to temperature a lot quicker, which is kind of nice. I'm 1.4 seconds behind. We'll get him down the start-finish straight, Daniel. We'll get him down. We won't get him here. We're not in DRS range. We will not get him here. Use him as a slipstream. Don't worry, you got a nice undercut on Theo Pourchaire. Pourchaire is not going to pass you. Not on track. I don't think so anyways, unless Theo Pourchaire just put in a hell of a lap on those soft tires compared to fresh mediums that are cold, right? Could happen. And if he gets a real good pit stop as well, like 2.2 or something. There you go, Daniel. You're catching him. You're catching him. You'll get him. So here comes Theo Pourchaire into the pits. Daniel just setting it up nicely behind this Red Bull. And now I'm going to give Daniel some battery to get clear of this Red Bull nice and quickly, all right? Here we go. Daniel, I'm going to watch the pit stop. Daniel, he'll get by. I'm watching the pit stop. Theo Pourchaire into the pits on the mediums. No problems. 2.6, though. He loses out on 0.3 to Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo getting the move done on the Red Bull right there. The pit crew cost Theo Pourchaire 0.3, man. Not that much, but still, every little bit helps. All right, we're good. We're good. Calm down. Calm down. Alrighty. Nice. Way to go, Daniel. All right, now get your tires back up, Theo. The crew sabotages Theo. No, 0.3. I mean, whatever, man. Now I just got to get by Pierre Gasly. Crash! We got a Kevin Magnussen, of course it is. K-Mag in the Alpine, hunting down the RB. Oh! Oh, they're going to touch you out. You see what I mean? That's what's going to happen with Daniel Ricciardo and Theo Pourchaire. They go wheel to wheel in the corners, man. That is what's going to happen. Thank God for our control and our high morale or whatever it is. All right, Daniel, we got to get this move done now. Push now, buddy. Get this done now. Right now, we're going to leave him behind. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Daniel Ricciardo for the race lead. He's already in net first, but there it is. On first, on track. Get off into the distance now, Daniel. Get off into the distance. Beautiful overtake, my man. All right, so that's good, that's good, that's good. We're good, and you, that's good, that's good, that's good. I have a little bit of battery with you. Have I left these guys behind yet? Hang on, whoa. I'm trying to, cameras. I'm 1.1 ahead of Gasly. He's on 41%. He's into the pits. We're gone. Daniel is gone, ladies and gentlemen. All right, now the question is, can Theo Pourchaire reel this one back in? Let's see. All right, so everything's even. Yeah, everything is even. I'm not giving it. Okay, so Theo does have a little bit of a battery. So what we're going to do, we're going to use both of our drivers' batteries here until they're done. Any kind of advantage that Theo has from a battery, I'm going to allow him to use it right now, and then we're going to start charging for both of them, all right? So Daniel's going to run out of his battery first. So I'm going to let Daniel use his battery. I'm going to give them the batteries at the same time, so I'm not showing any favoritism. But Theo will have a battery for a couple more corners. So that might be able to help him make up that gap. That gap, though, is at 6 seconds, man. There you go. Right through. And I think off this straight, Daniel is going to be running out of fuel. There you go. Running out of fuel, right? No, running out of battery. So there you go. I'm topping up for Daniel. Here comes Theo. He can push down this and not lose out on that battery. So he's going to get another one right here. Oh, man. Someone coming out of the pits at the worst time. Damn, dude. There goes Theo using his battery, trying to catch up to that Red Bull, and we're going to be stuck behind the Red Bull here for a second or two. He's on 60%. So this is where being the first to the end of the first stint really helps out, right? Daniel Ricciardo got to avoid pretty much all of this, while now Pourchaire is stuck in blue flag traffic, also behind the Red Bull that's getting a DRS pull off the blue flag on front of him. The blue flag in the Alpine is not getting out of the way. Hey, Alpine, dickhead! You want to move? I know you got fresh tires, but what's going on? And the Alpine is saying, no, he ain't getting out of the way. We got Sonny Hayes driving for Alpine right here. Wow, man. Theo Pourchaire's race is going to hell right now. Hell in a handbasket with this Alpine that refuses to get out of the way. There you go. That Alpine is in like 27. Thank you, dickhead. Thank you very much. And we got to go another lap with Theo Pourchaire behind the Red Bull while Daniel Ricciardo is checking out on front, man. Yep, Daniel Ricciardo is saving his freaking... oh my god, look at these back markers just getting in Theo's way. This is why when you pit, you don't want to pit in traffic, man. There you go, Theo. There you go, and Theo is loose. There you go, buddy. All right, so this Red Bull, though, he will be a pain in the ass. So we are going to push with Theo. We're going to push right now with Theo. All right, I don't want this Red Bull yeah, the Red Bull is right behind me. He's going to look to get a DRS pull and maybe get an overtake done. So get down the road, man. Don't have much battery else left to use. I will allow him to push, though, to try to get out of the range of the Red Bull. Good luck, Theo. You are 6 seconds behind Daniel Ricciardo. I just want to see 1 second ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, please. 1.1, 1.2. There it is. All right, bring it back down. Bring it back down. That's enough. And conserve your battery. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, with the race 5.3, or with the race 17 laps to go, and Theo Pourchaire a 5.3 second gap, I think Daniel Ricciardo, unless he screws the pooch, he's got this one locked up. Not much I can do for Theo. Remember, if I give any advantage to Theo to try to close the gap, I got to give the same advantage to Daniel Ricciardo. They both get to play or drive with the exact same strategy. Their fuel is identical, their battery's identical, their tire wear is identical. I've kept it identical for them, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, the only thing that can hurt us now is a late safety car, a red flag, something like that, man. 2BCR is flying around the track. 4.9 is the gap. There's no way. There's no way he's going to pull that gap back, man. Fastest lap for Valtteri Bottas. Do we care about fastest lap? Do I care about fastest lap? I mean, I could just whip that back out myself if I want to. I just got to save up some freaking battery and get a hot lap in there. I think they changed it, though, right? Because we no longer get a point for fastest lap in this universe. Didn't they change that? I think that was one of the things that we changed. We'll take a look at it afterwards. I'm not going to risk fastest lap. Still 4.9 seconds behind. We got a yellow flag. Lots of back markers. Daniel Ricciardo is about to overlap a Mercedes and a Ferrari. Oh, my God. Leclerc spinning. Leclerc with a horrible weekend for Ferrari. Didn't make it out of Q3 and now is in 14th place with a 2BCR car. Catching up and might overtake him. Theo Pourchaire only 3. Whoa, what is happening? 3.6. Theo is chugging. Theo is chugging along. 3.6 with 7 laps to go. There's no way, right? There's no way. All right, well, I can push to the end. Do you guys want me to push to the end or we coast to the end? I mean, we're in a great spot. Why would I push? No. This is where I got to step in, man. I'm not giving them because, like, if I tell Daniel to push, then it negates it. I'm just going to leave it the way. Chill. Yeah, I agree, Braden Hopebeast. I gave them their chance. They're equal footing. They're on equal standing right now. 3.5. For some reason, though, Theo Pourchaire is cooking Daniel Ricciardo. 3.5. Maybe Daniel just went through some back markers or something. Yeah, it's staying at 3.5 now. Fastest lap for Yuki Tsunoda. Very nice. 3.5, and now I think we're good. 3.4, 3.3. It's like when I speed it up like that. That's when all of a sudden Pourchaire comes to life. 3.4, yellow flag.
Study through that, please.
No safety car, dude. Please. What happened?
We've had a crash.
Crash, multiple cars.
Take a look at the replay.
It's going to be Kevin Magnussen again. Into the same corner again. Sends the guy out again. Wow, K-Mag. K-Mag has figured out a hack in this game. Just send the other driver out wide each and every single time. Damn, dude. Wow. Crazy. Yep, batteries are full. K-Mag, 5 seconds. Yeah, you deserve it, buddy. You freaking deserve it. All right, so with only a few laps to go, 2BCR, looking great. Let's fast forward here. Look at this. It's a completely different race when you're in a rocket ship like this, isn't it? 3 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Magnussen just locked up. What is Kevin Magnussen doing? Daniel Ricciardo is catching a bunch of back markers here. Get out of the way, Charles Leclerc. We just overlapped a Ferrari, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. Yeah, there it is. The back markers are slowing down Daniel, but now they're going to slow down Theo as well. 3.3. Yeah, it's good. So, Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to come on board right here because it has been quite some time, 3 years in the making for the 2BCR racing team, man. We had some lows, we've had some highs, our best finish ever. 4th place multiple times. Daniel Ricciardo got one. We are currently not fuel limited. I've got this car under control. Temperatures, fuel, battery, everything. And we are on board for the final lap with 2BCR on a 1-2 lockout. Are you kidding me? These two guys, professionals throughout the first stint. They were battling back and forth, man. They like inches away from crashing, but they didn't do it. It would have been so terrible for our first race win to be thrown away because they crashed into one another. They kept it on track, and that means now we are leading the Bahrain Grand Prix on the final lap in 1st and 2nd place. See how many points we're getting here today? Like 43 points, 25 plus 18. Already? How many points did we get last year, man? How many points did we get in the first year? And when it comes to Theo Pourchaire, great race, young man. You got to work on your racecraft. He's got the pace. He's got the speed. But wheel to wheel, Daniel Ricciardo was the man. And this is why I got this guy year number 1, the veteran. Everyone was saying to replace him. Everyone's saying to get rid of him. His control, his defense, his smoothness, his smile, his positivity. And Daniel Ricciardo, there's no driver on the grid that deserves this more than you, buddy. All right? You've had to go through it. We didn't know if he'd continue his F1 career. He joins a startup team, 2BC Racing. They build him a rocket ship, and look at him now, leading the pack in Formula 1. Penultimate corner. You deserve it, Daniel. Way to go, buddy. And for the first time in I don't know how many years, Daniel Ricciardo is going to win a Grand Prix, baby. Yeah, the Aussie gets it done. Swear like a sailor, baby. Woo! And Theo Pourchaire, no slouch. What a great performance by this guy as well. I'm watching the replay. Woohoo!
To claim 1st place.
That's what I like to see, Daniel.
And that's what happens when you drive with such skill and passion. They barely put a foot wrong.
Oh my God, I was scared shitless that these guys were going to crash. And Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull finishes 23 seconds behind our 2nd driver. We had a pit stop over the Red Bulls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, buddy. He's back on top of the world. Let's go! 1st place, baby! Woohoo!
A great display
yes!
of spirit there, as everyone finally gets the chance to share this moment.
Our first podium, our first race win, our first 1-2. Oh, Daniel back on the podium. But a new rivalry brews. Theo Pourchaire and Daniel Ricciardo. Give him that trophy! There's me! That's me standing up next to Theo Pourchaire. I'm on the top as well. Yes! We get to enjoy the champagne in Formula 1 for the first time. Give me that booze! Give me that alcohol, baby! And Yuki's up here also. Let's take a beautiful picture with the boys. 2BC Racing. We got a rocket ship, ladies and gentlemen.